Live from Milan Fintech Summit 2023 here in Milan at Allianz MiCo. 2 days of working about the fintech world. In this moment, we are together with Matthias Kroener, who is co-founder at Tradelite Solutions. Thank you for being with us.
Grazie, grazie. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Absolutely exciting.
So, Matthias, you made a couple of minutes ago, you ended a great speech about how the gaming can help fintech, can help the education in fintech. What does it mean?
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, I had the honor to do the opening keynote today, which was very exciting. So, first of all, I think what I tried to explain to the audience is the power of video games. And given the fact that this is a fintech audience, we have to speak about the power of video games. And we have to understand that video games are used by 3.x whatever billion people globally. Imagine the size of the market. We have to speak about the fact that all generations use video games. We have to speak about the fact that there's a huge proportion of female players, not like in like in trading or banking or even crypto. It's a mainly male world, but video games is very female. We have to see that it's a cosmopolitan movement which will not stop and which is very positively connotated to the players. So they're all very happy to be in the video games.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine, are you happy to be in your bank account? I'm maybe not that often happy being in my bank account, but in the video game, I feel happy. I feel excited. Involved, perfect.
Yes.
Exactly. I feel engaged. I feel, all positive reconfirmation. I feel motivated. All this I have in the video game. So this combination makes of pure statistics on the one side, but also of this emotional aspects actually make video games so powerful. So let us understand these power. Let us unleash the power. Let us understand what we can use that involvement and engagement for actually. And that was the first part actually of my presentation.
So we are talking about a new way of financial education thanks to video games and gaming in general. But this could bring with itself also some challenges and obviously opportunities that you say, but also some challenges. What are so the priorities to improve the education thanks to gaming in the fintech?
So first of all, we have to see that within games and video games, there's already a genre existing that is educational games or serious games. Take, for instance, your language app.
Mm-hmm.
You have maybe on the mobile phone, you have an app actually for learning whatever. I have an app for learning Italian very unsuccessfly. Mi dispiace molto. No, solamente per ordinare in un ristorante, ma e basta.
Very, very
E basta. Sempre troppo caro per me. But you have
one example of
exactly.
An app. Yes,
so exactly. So you have many of those applications already. Language is one very famous one.
Mm-hmm.
There are many others like universities are using, schools are using that already. So why not finance? Why not learning about finance? So first of all, there are applications out there, and we adopted learning from those existing applications and we convert that into finance.
Yeah.
First of all. Second, now coming back to video games, they are motivating. They are fun. So of course, no matter what you do, first of all, it should be fun, right? Never be school class, right? Lecturing school class. Actually, that would make it very, very awkward. People will not like it. So it must be fun. It must be, again, challenging. And sideways, and as a side effect, you learn about finance. Just think about, Monopoly.
Okay.
Monopoly, when we, and this is what I also showed there, Monopoly for Lago di Garda, very interesting. But whenever we learned about real estate, the first contact with real estate we had on Monopoly. But not because our friends or parents did say, learn something about real estate. No, because friends said, listen, let's play a round of Monopoly and let's have fun. And besides, as a side effect, you learned about buying streets, building houses, building hotels, charging rent, maybe take up a mortgage,
manage cash.
Absolutely. Don't go to prison, So all this was a side effect, actually. Yeah. And this is exactly what we do with financial learning about finance in the world of video games. That's about the very same principle. Yeah.
And so look into the future of these apparently easy principles and concepts that behind have a lot of work and skills and technological adoption. According to you, what will be the next steps? And maybe as we are here at Milan Fintech Summit with the claim Tomorrowland is here, talking about monopoly, how will be and what will be the new characteristics of this Tomorrowland?
So I fully agree to your Tomorrowland claim. It's here. Our Tomorrowland is called Mogaland, and Mogaland is the composition of Mo like money and Ga like games. So it's the land of money games. And being in Milano, maybe we use the analogy of come Gardaland. You know, Gardaland è una paese fantastica. And you go in there and you have the various attractions, and this is exactly the same what you will experience in Mogaland. You enter Mogaland, you have various attractions with what we call mini games. You can then play, you can to various topics, you can gain gold, you will in future you will get a Moga token to this. And you will have various contacts and engagement points to improve your financial skills, and of course, first of all, have fun. So and the very fun thing about it is it's an open ecosystem, right? We invite all and everybody, like banks, like brokers, like whoever has an interest, to reach out actually to this player audience and to make a presentation to those player and to this audience. Why don't you join us in Mogaland? Why don't you set up a villa in Mogaland or an island? Why don't you host actually tournaments, make the winners your customers? So it's an open ecosystem. I think it's to the advantage of all and everybody. Players are getting better, and a broker can maybe get educated customers, you know?
And do you think that in these Tomorrowland, the metaverse will have a role or not?
That's a very good question. The answer definitely is yes. But Tomorrowland maybe is not domani, ma dopo domani.
Okay, there is time to approach
because until the metaverse comes with very high technical requirements, which are very expensive, I think it's very complicated. And we, first of all, from Mogaland, we want to achieve financial inclusion without digital exclusion. Yes. So this is exactly why we're going to go for low tech. This is why we go for mobile. This is why we are a casual game. But
it needs to be easier.
Easy in, free to play, by the way, free to play. No technical requirement, just your mobile. That's it. Once metaverse is ready to be more mass market, I would say definitely, absolutely.
Okay, thank you for being with us and for your spotlights on this.
No, grazie mille a te, grazie mille.